Hello, grade 7. I hope that you are safe and sound, and I hope to see you soon. So, I'm going to review modal verbs. We have already started with modal verbs when we were at school. Now I'm going to again explain this lesson, and I will give you exercises at the end of the PowerPoint and a worksheet for you to solve it at home. Okay? So modal verbs, if you remember, what are modal verbs? Modal verbs, we also call them helping verbs. Why? Because they help us understand the meaning of the verb. Okay? They function as helping verb, which makes us able to understand something about the verb. They express ability, and we said in class ability it means القدرة, permission اللي هو الإذن, possibility يعني الإمكانية it might happen, advice you know it نصيحة, prohibition I said يعني it means المنع when someone prevents you to do something, probability يعني كمان احتمالية, or obligation when someone forces you to do something. Okay, so they express these different meanings. They come before the main verb in a sentence. Okay, so their location is before the main verb in a sentence. Look at this example. She can swim. The main verb here is swim, and the modal verb is can. So can, the modal verb or helping verb, it came before the main verb, which is swim, and it tells me about the main verb. It shows the ability of this person to swim. They are followed by the base form of the verb. What does this mean? It means that when we have a modal verb, okay, let's say here the modal verb is can, okay, we keep the verb اللي هو main verb, which is swim, in its base form. يعني we don't apply any changes. We don't add ed, ing or s. Here she is singular. If we don't have a modal verb, we say she swims. But because we have can, which is a modal verb, we cannot add an s to the verb, main verb swim. Okay? So this is the function, the meaning, the function, and the location of modal verbs in a sentence. Common modal verbs. So these are common modal verbs, not all of them. We have also other words which we consider it modal verbs. Can and could, may and might, must, should, ought to, will and would. Okay, will and would. So we are going now to know the meaning of each modal verb. What does it mean? Or how many possible meanings it has? Okay, we will start with can. Can, the modal verb can, it is used for ability or permission. يعني القدرة أو الإذن. Examples: I can speak English. It means I am able to speak English. I have the ability to speak English. Okay, so here can expresses what? Ability. Okay, أنا فيني أحكي English. أنا عندي القدرة إنه أحكي English. So here can tells me about the ability. Example 2. Can I go to the bathroom? Can I go to the bathroom? So maybe I'm asking the teacher, the instructor. I am taking what? A permission. عم باخد إذن. I'm asking him if I can go to the bathroom. Okay, so here can has a different meaning. It has the meaning of permission. Okay, this is concerning the modal verb can. Now we will move to the second modal verb, which is could. Okay, the L is silent. We pronounce it could. Could is used for ability in the past. يعني it's like can. It is used for ability, but when? In the past. كمان we can use it for polite permission and possibility. Okay, I will read the examples to clarify. Okay, so example 1. When I was a child. When I was a child. From the word was, from the verb was, I can tell that here we have a sentence in the past and a child also. So when I was a child, I could play with a jumping rope. So I was in the past, I was able to play a jumping rope. So here, when we want to speak about past ability, okay, we use could. We say, when I was a child, I could play with a jumping rope, not I can play. Okay, can is used for present ability. Now, could I borrow your pen, please? We call it polite permission. شي يعني إذن but how? Politely, بتهذيب. Could I borrow your pen? And we have please. Okay, so we are taking permission to get something or to do something, but politely. Okay, example 3. It could rain tomorrow. It might rain. It's not assured that it will rain or not. يعني we don't know إنه هي حتشتي أو لا على الأكيد. So it could. So here we have possibility. Okay, so we're done with can and could. Now we will move to the modal verb must. Okay, must is used for obligation or prohibition. Okay, obligation we said when we want to force someone to do something. Prohibition when we want to prevent someone, لما بدنا نمنع حدا من إنه يعمل شيء. Okay, so you must wear a seat belt. Okay, so you have to wear a seat belt when you get in your car. Okay, this is obligation. You must not use your phone in class. You can't use your phone in class. You are not allowed to use your phone in class. This is prohibition. Okay, so this is the modal verb must, and it is used for obligation or prohibition. Prohibition when we add not, the negative word not. Okay, now we will move to should, ought to, should and ought to. Okay, should and ought to, they have the same meaning and they are used for the same meaning. They are used for advice, logical conclusion. Example, you should study for the exam. This is what do you think? This is an advice. I am advising him to study for the exam. And we can say you ought to study. You ought to study. Okay, when we use ought, we have to use to. You ought to eat healthy food. Again, this is what? This is an advice. I'm advising him to eat healthy food. Sarah should be very tired after such hard work. So, Sarah was working hard, okay? So, I concluded that after that hard work, she should be or ought to be, we can say should or ought to. She ought to be very tired. So I draw out my own conclusion based on certain events or actions or pieces of information. Okay?